Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode of Monster Super League. We're back for some more Clan Festival summons. You know who it is. We're going to basically go ahead and go through this painful process of pulling as many Astromon as we can. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, as you guys will see, I'm already 143 summons in. And you guys can thank Nox for the crash that occurred, and also for some reason my video recording software decided to just completely kill my video. So today is going off already in the worst direction possible, but we're here. Of course, we're going to go ahead and try and see if we can pull some of the new Astromons that are needed for the Dimension Defense Dungeon against Applefix. That's how I'm going to call him, or, you know, Mr. Fix-It, I guess is something that you guys could use to call him as well. So the way that I've gathered in a little bit of input for him, guys, is that you will be using monsters that have Lethal Strike. So Lethal Strike is going to be the equivalent of your Courageous Strike that you need for the Titans, and Lethal Strike seems to be the best method of accruing damage for the Dimensional Dungeon. The Defense Dungeon is what I'm referring to. So yeah, of course you guys will have noticed that we also did get a brand new Nat 5, and that is God Zeus. I gotta say, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in the way that they built him, but at the same time, he does look like a pretty new niche kind of little monster. The way you get him is you get soul stones by doing the Dimensional Defense Dungeon, the only ones that I see being viable is of course the Fire one, because he has full buff break that is usable in of course the Dimension Defense Dungeon as well as in arenas. So very useful to have on a 3-star skill, but you will essentially have to have him in order to do the Wood Dimension boss. We did start him off today, and unfortunately for me, I guess I'll get to that in a second, but first I'll say that the Fire one is definitely one that's very, very useful. The Water one is absolutely meh, and then the Wood one is another one that is definitely useful for the Defense Dungeon. So the Fire and the Wood one so far seem to be okay. The Water one is kind of trash. You could use him in the Fire Titan, excuse me, not the Fire, the Light Titan. But aside from that, I don't really see many uses for him. You could use him in the Dimensional Dungeon against the Light Boss, because he does have Blind for 3 turns, but your Light Neza is going to be better because she also has Weekend. Yeah, there are other monsters that you can use that are essentially better than him. You could also use the Dark Medusa as well. She's actually decent in there too, but the Light one I feel like is very underwhelming. They gave him 85% to Puncture, so you will need max skill books to get that to 100%. Who knows why they did that, but you know, they essentially gave you a monster that gives you Puncture on the 5-star skill, similar to Gilgamesh, except that he is a Light type, so he won't deal as much damage as the Dark Gilgamesh or the Fire Draka. So I think that he's okay, but a little underwhelming there. They should have just given him 100%, you know, chance to puncture and done the extra damage to the puncture skill, the skill book instead, but it's what it is. The Dark one is absolutely trash. Aside from the arena, I don't really see him being used everywhere. I feel like the shield is going to be very, very good. You could essentially use him in the Dark Titan as well, but you know, it's really going to depend. He's kind of like a smaller version of the Light Cernunos, but Light Cernunos is still the better option for the Dark Titan. I think Immunity is kind of a little bit of a wasted skill in the 3-star skill for arenas, because you're only going to be hitting one monster at a time, and yeah, well, it's going to be hit or miss. We're going to have to check that out. But so far, I like the Fire one and the Wood one the best, and then the Light one is okay, I guess. But what I was getting to, guys, is that if you don't have full buff break on your Astromon, at least for the Wood Defense or Dimensional Dungeon, you're not going to be able to do it. And it's crazy to say this because, you know, they're really making monsters, like certain monsters, very niche for it, but you will need a, well, I guess you could use a Fire Kiki, and she's basically the only one that will give you this as a Fire type, but she will do Shield Breaker. And then the only other monster that's very useful is going to be this Ginger Cookie. He has Shield Breaker and Buff Breaker, and he's an absolute beast for it. So if you don't have the Fire Zeus, he's going to be your next best guy. And unfortunately for me, I decided to waste all of my Fire ones on feeding into the Light and the Dark one, so I never built the Fire one. I basically just built it for the guide and then moved on, and I didn't consider it. So this is mine. my ginger cookie, but he is essentially going to be the best one for that particular dungeon. He has an HP litter skill, so make sure you guys pick up one of him, or at least two of him the next time that he comes around, because he is very useful for that wood dimension boss, the Apophix boss. Another monster you guys can use is, of course, the Fire Alpaca. The Fire Alpaca is very, very good for that boss as well. Where is mine here? I'm gonna pass it. Here she is. It's been a long time since I've used mine. You guys can tell I haven't even like really built her. But Alpaca, he or she is very, very good for that event because she has buff break, so she'll be able to essentially kill off that shield that the boss generates. Or excuse me, not the shield, but the defense up protection thing that the wood dimension boss does. But anyways, we will go ahead and cover the dimension dungeon another time. I figured I've wasted already 5 minutes of your time, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the summons. Of course, we are looking for some of the new Glindas. The fire one is very good for that dimensional boss, so we're going to try and see if we can pull at least one Glinda. I did do one round of the Glinda Primo Festival, and then I'm pulling the water one. At the time, I thought, wow, this is a crappy mon. Lethal Strike is only usable in arenas, you know, for monsters with high defense. Little did we know that this new boss is literally completely built around that Lethal Strike. And the reason why that is the case, guys, is because the boss is going to have a fixed amount of defense, which means that every level that he gains, he will have slightly higher defense. So as his defense increases, your attack power will increase, similar to how Titans, you know, the higher the health that the boss has, the more you'll be able to deal with that Courageous Strike skill. Same thing with Lethal Strike. So, I don't believe a defense down is a very good skill for that boss. You're essentially going for just max damage, I think. So defense down is essentially kind of meh for that boss. Defense aggressors won't really work because, you know, defense aggressors are based off of their own defense. So, I think for your top damage dealers, you're still looking for either Courageous Strikers, but essentially you want some Lethal Strikers. There's only a couple mons that have that skill. The Jean Woochi is really, really good because he is a double Lethal Striker, and he is the only one that has double Lethal Strike at the moment. The light one has Lethal Strike, but it's only, I forget what skills he has, but I think it's Lethal Strike and Attack Up. So, but yeah, so anyways, we're here hunting for some Astromon that have Lethal Strike. I did not plan on doing it, but here we are. Wood Superstones, very good, guys. Make sure you save them up. The Hana Super Festival is coming up here at the end of the month, or next month, I should say, not this month. And so you'll be able to Super Evo your Hana and pick up 600 Astro Gems back. So make sure you guys are saving your Superstones for your dark, or excuse me, yeah, well, your dark or your wood one. The water Hana is actually okay too. So go ahead and start saving up some Superstones for those. You know, you get 600 Astro Gems back. Ooh, Wood Aesir, perfect. She has Lethal Strike. So that's awesome. I do have a decent amount of Aesir's already in my box, so basically just got her from opening up free eggs. But this is what you'll need, guys. Lethal Strike greatly increases attack power in proportion to the target's total defense. So like I said, very good skill. I'm glad I picked that up right there. And awesome, we picked up something that we can use. Unfortunately, though, I will say that we may only be able to get use out of one of them per turn, because after you use that particular mon in the dimensional dungeon, you cannot use more of them. So you know, you don't have to build multiple Lethal Strikers. Like, for example, you don't have to build 3 Fire Jean Woochis. You can, which you can use, you know, on the fire or the different type of elements, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. But I will say that you should definitely build at least 2 or 3 of each type of Lethal Striker. You don't have to get them to Evo 3. An Evo 2 version should be okay until you pick up more Astromon with Lethal Strike. But yeah, so also another monster that came out a little while ago was the Mira. I forget what is it, Mirror Mouse, I think is the name of the Astromon. It has a crit damage leader skill and a Lethal Strike skill as well, so very useful in the dimensional defense dungeon as well. But yeah, I'm very excited. Definitely some new content. Completely different playstyle and skill setup. I'll definitely do a video on how to set that up. I basically went through and tried to gather as much information as I could to try to figure out how it worked, and I feel like I have a good grasp on how the dimensional defense dungeon works now, so I'll try and see if I can at least make a couple of guides here and there. You know, I'm just as you guys, I'm a complete noob. I'm still trying to figure everything out, but we do have a decent amount of people on Discord, and we do kind of discuss some of the things that may be beneficial, wouldn't be beneficial, and at least, you know, do a little bit of brainstorming. So this is all brand new for all of us. So we will go ahead and see what we can do to build a guide that may help some of you guys out there that don't particularly have, you know, all the Astromon or all the setups for it, or at least give you some idea as to what you'll need to do some decent damage. But yeah, boy, my summons here are absolute trash, so I'm gonna have to back up. And I think we've picked up 2 golden eggs, hopefully. I haven't even looked. Alright guys, sorry about that, we're back. Nox kind of crashed on me again. Luckily my video is still going, so we're gonna go ahead and continue. But yeah, we will be stopping after the 3rd egg. I'm not really gonna go too deep into this, but we are gonna do all 3 rounds. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on doing any summons this month, at least for the clan festival, but seeing as to how I definitely need monsters for the dimensional defense dungeon, I'm gonna go ahead and basically go through all of my stones, and these are literally every single last stone that or gem that I could pick up from my Astromons. I literally did a ton of rebirths. Yeah, just trying to go through as many of my guide gems that I picked up, and to try and see if I can pick up some of these. But yeah, guys, I think that the light and the dark Zeus they're not great. I'm sure there'll be other people that may be able to use them. And like, I feel like the dark one has really good potential because he has really high stats. But unfortunately, his skill set is kind of meh for me at the moment. At least I don't really particularly see him as somebody that I would absolutely have to have. It would be more of a trophy mon, like I said. So I will say though that the light Glinda is absolutely broken right now for the dimensional defense. So if you have a light Glinda, congrats. You're gonna be able to do a buttload of damage on the dimensional dungeon. But man, I gotta say, these summons are horrible. We've only pulled 1 Nat 5 in like almost, I don't know, 12,000 Astro Gems, I think. I think I had like 22,000 to start with. So right off the bat, I'm kind of already pretty sad about this. Disappointed to say the least. But like I said, we're just gonna keep going until we get all 3 eggs, and then hopefully we pick something up. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the defense dimensional dungeon. Anything that you guys saw that may have been very helpful, or you know, any Astromon that you guys use that were very good at it. Let me know in the comment section below. Honestly, like I said, I think that the defense lethal strike skill is pretty good there. Aside from that, I didn't see my courageous strikers doing too much damage. Yeah, I feel like it is a neat, different little, you know, dungeon, something new for us to check out for sure. And wow, these are pretty bad here. Alright, so we are going for, I think we need another 150 more essence or so, so another round or so of summons. But wow, what is going on here? 1 Nat 4, this is horrible, guys. This is absolutely bad. We need to back out of here. Let me go ahead and go here. And we're gonna back the heck out of here because Jesus, man, my luck is horrible. But yeah, guys, if you have a Fire Jean Woochi, make sure you guys build him up. He's very good for the defense, dimensional defense dungeon. It is a mouthful to say that. I feel like I've said that at least like 4 or 5 times. I probably said it wrong, but all right. Let's see if we can continue here. We got 6,000 Astromon or 6,000 gems left, and we've only pulled 1 Nat 5. So my luck right now is looking horrible. All right, finally some 3 Nat 4s, and see how many essences we need. We're at 200, so we only need hopefully till this next gift here. If I can pull more than 50 essences, hopefully. Oh my god, wow, these are really bad, really bad rates. Oh boy. We went with like almost 18,000 gems so far with only one Nat5, and look at that, another Water Arthur. Let's see if this will get me all the essences I need. And we are going to get the egg, thank the Lord. I am going to do two more pulls to get to that golden egg because we're so close to it. I probably shouldn't have, but we're going to do it anyways. With all of these Nat4s that I just got though, I'm not sure I'll be rebirthing for Aster Gems. I need them for the Heroes Festival, but I think I may be getting better use out of them by releasing them and getting the essence for all these new Lether Strike Mon that I'm going to have to build. But wow, man, these summons were trash. Like, even in my first round of summons that didn't get recorded, guys, I literally didn't get anything, so don't be sad. You literally didn't miss anything. And what did we pick up? Literally 2 Nat5s. That is horrible. My luck this month, guys, right there for you. Absolute hot garbage. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just open up all 3 of these at first. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do the golden eggs. And let's hope that there's at least one. Oh, I need to make room. Let's hope that there's at least one Nat5 in there. I would like to get a Fire Glinda, because she is essentially a monster that you will have to have for the wood dimensional boss. Let me go ahead and release all these guys here. Don't need any of them. This should give us enough room. Alright, 88. So we need to make a little bit more room. Let me go ahead and release these guys. I don't need any of these. By the way, guys, the light, what's his name? Guy here. He is going to be decent for the wood dimensional Alpaca boss as well. He's got buff break that should be able to break his protection skill that he uses. Come on now. Don't crash on me, Nox. Don't do it. Alright. Let's see. That should give us enough room. So we got 8 and 3, so that's 11. I'm not going to use these eggs, I don't think, just yet. I usually like to open those when I have 10. But, alright, here goes all my luck for the entire year. Banshee. And if I don't pull anything from these guys, I wish you all the best of luck on your summons. Hopefully you guys are better than me. Water Wukong, I mean, it's a Nat 5, I'll take it. The Cernuno's rebirth is coming in tomorrow, I believe, so good luck to you guys if you're looking for a light one. The light one is usable for the Dark Titan, so, but I'm not personally going to go for another one. I built one. Ooh, Water Shinobi. That's 2 Nat 5s. Better luck from these golden eggs. Ooh. Wood Scheherazade, that's 3. That's way better luck from these golden eggs. Can we get another one though? Or a lighter dark on the last one? Probably not. Too much to ask. Of course not. 2 Nezes back to back, but we did get 3 Nat 5s, so that already made up for our absolute hot garbage of luck from the regular egg, or from the regular summons. Fire Valkyrie. Oh boy, this is going to be a bad test. What are we going to get here? Water Gilgamesh. But yeah, guys, my luck in a nutshell right here. And a Fire Indra. Alright, Astromon that I absolutely cannot use. Do I have enough space to open these? Probably not. Let me go ahead and crack them open. Nope. But of course not. Let me go ahead and open up this one. I kind of want to open up my 2 4 to 5 star eggs too, but I feel like I'm not going to get anything out of those, so I'm not going to. But like I like having those 2 there, you know. Yes, there could be a Nat 5 in there, but the chances of that are very, very small. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm not really sure if I really want to open up those other eggs. I'd like to open 10 at a time, so pretty much hot garbage for this clan festival. At least I got a couple of Nat 5s that I'll probably use for the Cernuno's rebirth if I feel like going to build another one, even though they're not really all useful. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully, stay tuned for some more Titans videos this weekend, as well as some more Dimensional Defense Dungeon guides as well coming up. Alright, that's it, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one.